I'll share a little story about my childhood. I was bullied as a child. In primary school, I was bullied. I was beaten. I was bullied. You are more than conqueror. You are loved. You are the beloved of God. You are God's workmanship. You're intelligent. You're smart. You're the best version of yourself every day you wake up. Hey people, welcome back to Vibes with me, Jojolicious, where we breathe, we heal, and we grow together, one vibe at a time. Today's episode is personal, it's soft, tender, and honestly, long overdue. We are talking about healing your younger self, those unseen scars, those hidden hurts, those quiet tears nobody noticed. As we journey into this space, I want you to remember a promise from God. He said He's the one that heals the brokenhearted. He's the one that binds up their wounds. This is not just a psalm, a poetry. It's a lifeline. We all have invisible wounds that we carry. Have you ever wondered why certain moments still sting, even years and decades later? Why a tone of voice, a careless comment, or even a small rejection can pull you back emotionally to a much younger version of yourself? These are unseen scars, the silent stories we learn to tuck away just to survive. Maybe, like me, you had moments where your voice was silenced, where your worth was questioned, where you felt small in rooms that should have felt safe. I'll share a little story about my childhood. I was bullied as a child. In my childhood, in primary school, I was bullied, I was beaten, I was bullied. To tell you that, remembering my childhood as a child in primary school, three things I remember. I was bullied. I love sports. That's exercising, all the racing in school, everything. I like to do them. And I was very intelligent. I was, if not the best or one of the best in class. But that did not stop some, especially boys in class, from bullying me. I think my story is such that I was the youngest and the smallest in class, but then I was way intelligent than most people in my class. It's a long story, but even as an adult, bullying triggers me. It might not even be me that is being bullied. It's somebody else. It just triggers me. Those years in school where I was bullied, where I learned to probably shrink myself, where I internalized the hurt I was receiving, and I carried as a little girl with me, quietly wounded, silently hoping that someone would hear or see. My parents were there. My mom was a fighter, and she didn't like the fact that when I'm bullied or being beaten, I don't fight back. My dad just couldn't understand why people were mean. He did his best to shield me from it. So did my mom. But the scar is still there. The other day I remembered it, and I was wondering where one particular boy in my class was, and I was wondering, is he happy? Does he remember the things he did to me in school and wonder why he did them? Anyway, and the thing is, you don't have to be visibly wounded to be deeply hurting. Many of us learn to function with emotional bruises we never acknowledged. You know your story, different from mine. Could be that you were abused emotionally or sexually as a child, or you were just not seen, you were not applauded, were not encouraged. They made you feel like you never got anything right and all. How does the past show up in our present? Our childhood, how does it show up? Unseen wounds rarely fade on their own. They echo. They show up in ways we might not recognize as connected to childhood hurt. It could be procrastination, people pleasing, overthinking, constant second guessing, staying in environments where we feel small, apologizing for just existing. These patterns aren't signs of weakness, they are signs of survival. They are evidence of a younger you still waiting for your compassion, your voice, your care. And God says this, nothing is hidden from Him, because scripture says, according to the book of Jeremiah, it said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. He knows every moment that shaped you and every moment that wounded you. I want us to try something that I tried recently. Just go along with me. You can take a deep breath with me, inhale and exhale. This part might feel weird, but it might also feel vulnerable. But healing lives in vulnerability. I want you to picture your younger self, not perfectly, just gently. See your face, your posture as a child. Notice what she needed at that moment. Love, safety, validation, a friend. When I picture little Jojolicious, the one who felt alone in a room full of people, I just want to scoop her up and say, baby girl, you're not what they said about you. You're not what they made you feel. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are worthy. This is not word, it is healing. It is God restoring the parts of you that were overlooked. Even Jesus said, let the little children come unto me. Your younger self is welcomed in the arms of God, and you yourself, you're welcomed in the arms of God. So someone may ask, what are the strategies for compassionately reparenting myself, or a faith-infused way of going about this journey of healing? Before I go into all that, I would say, sometimes your childhood trauma might need you to see a professional to walk you through it. See a therapist, speak to someone professional. If you feel your pastor can handle it, do so. But see a professional who is a therapist that you can talk to walk you through that childhood trauma that is popping up all the time and trying to make a mess of you. But for me, the things I am doing to walk through my process is, one, validate her pain. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over her. You didn't imagine it. What happened to you happened. You deserved love. You deserved protection. Just like God validates us, we must learn to validate ourselves. Number two, practice self-soothing. Small things help heal big ones. Sitting in quiet with God and letting God know how that childhood hurt is still popping. Seeking His face to know how to navigate yourself. If writing your heart and you're still struggling with talking to someone about it, journaling it like a prayer to God helps to let you pour out things you're not saying to other people. Speak over yourself. Speak faith. Speak peace. Speak love. Speak over yourself. Worship through tears. Just lay it all on Him. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I think sometimes we neglect the fact that there's something in our past that is affecting our future. And that past could be your childhood hurt or pain or trauma that you're dealing with that you need to address, so it doesn't address you and redirect you where you're not supposed to go because you're not seeing it and paying attention to it. Some people carry so much hurt and pain that is affecting their relationships now because they've not dealt with that childhood hurt, that childhood trauma that they are nursing and brooding and protecting even in their 40s and 50s. Number three, I would say, is to set that boundary to protect yourself. Like I always say no without guilt. Nobody is going to beat you because you said no. If your response to that thing is no. Remove yourself from draining relationships. Stop. You don't need to please anybody. You need to please yourself first. You need to love yourself first before you can love other people. Choose peace over people pleasing. It's not selfishness, it's stewardship. Your first assignment is you, then others. Steward yourself. Minister to yourself. Number four would be speak God's identity over you. What is God saying to you about yourself? You are not your past. You are not your childhood. Jojo is not that little girl that was bullied. Even though sometimes it comes up and I see bullying and I'm triggered, God has helped me to put that trigger under control and address it properly. You can't bully me now. That's the truth. And I'm not going to fight. I don't even know how to. But I've set boundaries to protect myself. And I continually speak over myself. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are more than conqueror. You are loved. You are the beloved of God. You are God's workmanship. You're intelligent. You're smart. You're the best version of yourself every day you wake up. Constantly working on myself. And I need you to do that because childhood trauma can stop you, can limit you from getting to where you need to go. Childhood hurts, those things that happened to you as a child that you're holding on to, can be a limiting factor to you being the best mother you want to be, to you being the best wife you ought to be, to you being, revert the story, as in change the narrative. Don't let it hold you back. Whisper these truths about yourself that God tells you in the word that is you. Whisper the truth back to yourself. Say it back to yourself till every part of you hears it, and stop hiding. Number 5, wholeness. Wholeness. Moving forward with peace. Healing your younger self isn't a one-time moment. It's a journey. A gentle unfolding, a returning home. But every step you take towards healing is a step forward to freedom. A step forward to becoming the woman God always intended you to be. Small steps matter. Gentle steps count. God meets you in every single one of them. As we move forward, remember this. The younger you survived, the present you is healing, and the future you will thrive. God is not done with your story. Your scars are becoming testimonies. Your wounds are becoming wisdom. Your healing is becoming liberation. And you, my beautiful friends, you are becoming whole, and that is our aim, to be whole. Thank you for joining me in this brief podcast today. I just wanted you to know that you're not alone. We all have childhood drama we're dealing with, but with the help of God and the Holy Spirit, we're becoming better and coming to the fullness of God and becoming the woman of God we need to be, or the man of God you need to be, and becoming the best version of yourself. Until next time, I need you to keep living and keep thriving. There's a lot ahead. Refuse to be limited. If you've not subscribed to this podcast, I will encourage you to subscribe, and I will trust that you share it with your friends, your family, to anyone around you, to let them know that we can all grow together and be the best version of ourselves. Don't let the little girl in you stop you. Speak to that little girl. Hug that little girl in you, that inner child in you, and let her know that there is healing and there's growth. I love you all. Till next time, this is Jojolicious, and these are the vibes.